As I've mentioned before, everyone seems to hate the state of Israel these days, mostly coming from the left, but some people on the right have joined. And I've been broadly supportive of the state of Israel, not really as an ideological matter, but as a matter of prudence. And you're losing me.
Before October 7, there was no other country in the Middle East that enjoyed as much goodwill as Israel. I mean, they were seen as the good guys in the midst of terrible people, in the midst of terrible countries, in the midst of terrorists. But after Israel's campaign in Gaza started following the attacks of Hamas on October 7th, that impression of Israel as the sane country, as the good guys, is beginning to go away. And the Israelis have been revealed for the psychopaths and the monsters that they are. I mean, for months now, there have been an onslaught in Gaza in which thousands of people have been killed, including women and children, and many of them killed deliberately. Now, the charge of ethnic cleansing and genocide, which at the outset might have seemed like hyperbole, is now real. It's now confirmed that the Israelis are carrying out a genocide and ethnic cleansing in Gaza. Now, there is no end in sight to this onslaught, and this is getting many people worried that even the European allies, the Western allies of Israel, they are beginning to weekly protest and call out Israel for what it's doing. Now, there is another group of people who have been staunchly supportive of Israel, who now are turning on Israel because of what they're doing, but they're turning on Israel for a weirdly different reason. And those are right-wing conservative Christians in America.
As I've mentioned before, everyone seems to hate the state of Israel these days, mostly coming from the left, but some people on the right have joined. And I've been broadly supportive of the state of Israel, not really as an ideological matter, but as a matter of prudence. And you're losing me. You're losing me. When you strike churches, the only church in Gaza, even if accidentally, but especially if not accidentally, you're losing me. If you're losing Mike Huckabee, the Israeli government is really screwing up, is really not playing its cards right. I agree with the Holy Father. I agree with the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, and I agree especially with the Holy Father on most matters. The war needs to come to an end. There need to be political consequences for this action, and the war needs to come to an end. How long is the war going to go on? I know what the answer is. The answer is, well, until the hostages come home. Okay, well, how about we redouble our efforts to get the hostages home, if that's the impediment to peace? Because it seems like there have been a lot of side quests and side missions. The war has been going on for almost 2 years. When's it going to end? Just what's the end of it? Can anyone tell me that? When the hostages are released? Well, then focus on getting the hostages released. Well, no, when Hamas is totally destroyed. Okay, well, when's that going to be? When Iran is no longer funding terrorism. When's that going to be? When Syria is made safe for democracy. When? Give me an answer. Because the war cannot just go on indefinitely. A just war cannot just go on indefinitely.
Now, while it might seem like a good thing that right-wingers are beginning to wake up to the atrocities that Israel is committing, it seems very, very, very weird that they're only beginning to see what Israel is doing as being bad now that it's clear that Israel is attacking Christians in Gaza. Now, many of them thought or think that the Palestinians are all Muslims, they're all Arab Muslims. So the Arab life is disposable, is expendable. But now that they're beginning to see that there are churches in Gaza, there are Christians in Gaza, and these people are Palestinians and they are being killed by Israel, it's hitting close to home. Now, this reveals something about these right-wing MAGA Christians. It just shows that they are not Christians. They do not have love of Christ in them. What does Christ teach? What does the Bible teach? If we are only to love those who love us, then we are not different from the heathens, because even the heathens themselves, they have people who they love. Take the worst person in history. Take the worst person that's ever existed, that has done atrocities. They have people that they love because those people mean something to them. But the Christian love is universal. Love your neighbor as yourself. Your neighbor, according to the Bible, is anyone that you have interactions with. And today, because of the way the world is a global village. Everyone, anywhere in the world can be your neighbor. So Palestinians are neighbors of everyone. If you do not have empathy for them, if thousands of Palestinians being killed doesn't make you have empathy for them because you think they are not Christians, because you believe them to be of another faith, and now you have empathy for some of them because they are Christians, then there's something fundamentally wrong with you. Now, this is a good first step to get those fundamentalist Christians to start seeing Israel for what it truly is. What Israel is doing is wrong, it's terrible, and it needs to stop. But the good news is Israel is making a coalition of strange bedfellows, people that would naturally not come together. You can see Anna Kasparian and Tucker Carlson having a conversation. People on the left and on the right, they are agreeing on one thing, that what Israel is doing is wrong. It's genocide, it's ethnic cleansing. You know what? If everyone says what you're doing is wrong, you're probably wrong. Everyone cannot be wrong.